We came to Munich for Oktoberfest, ready for beer, pretzels, and all of the fun. But things didn't quite go as planned.
Breaking news, the deadly explosion and a bomb threat near the famous Oktoberfest fairgrounds.
Well, since we can't go till later, hopefully, the entire lunch session was shut down for security reasons. Luckily, the night made up for it and then some. Good morning from Munich, Germany. Today is
Oktoberfest! But first, we are right now in our breakfast attire. I think we need to get in Oktoberfest attire.
I think so too. That didn't work. Let's try that one more time. With gusto. 1, 2, 3. We're ready in our lederhosen. Well, we just got ready and then I just got a call that we were supposed to be there for lunch, but there's been some security stuff happening. So now we're going this evening, which changes our plans a little bit, but I mean, we got all dressed up, so I guess we're gonna walk around the city in this all day.
Yeah.
And then we'll go at 5, hopefully, as long as security-wise everything's safe and good.
Let's go.
So let's go.
Let's go shop.
In case you don't follow us over on Instagram, here's a little snippet of some of the different drindles that I tried on for Oktoberfest, as well as our Instagram handle. Well, since we can't go till later, hopefully, let's go and explore the town. We got dressed up, so we're not changing. Jack changed his hat, but ready to go and explore?
Yep, let's go.
Let's go. At least I had a few things on my list of stuff to do and see, so let's do some of that list. We headed over to Marienplatz. It's Munich's central square, and it has been since it was founded in 1158. For centuries, it was the main market where goods like grains, wine, and fish were sold. And then in 1807, the square was renamed to Marienplatz to ask the Virgin Mary for protection from the cholera epidemic. We came to this spot today for the new town hall to see the famous Glockenspiel that was completed in 1908, and it performs 2 shows daily, sometimes 3. It goes off at 11 a.m., noon, and then from March to October, it also goes off at 5 p.m. To this day, the Glockenspiel is operated manually on the 5th floor of the new town hall with shifts and levers. It spans several different floors where they can work on it. And the music is even done with a cylinder with small metal pins. Think like a massive jewelry box. The Glockenspiel has 6 cylinders with a total of 22 different melodies. The little show in the main plaza, what'd you think, Jack?
It's good. It's a big cuckoo clock.
Yeah, it was very cute. It happens at 11, 12, and 5 from, I believe, it was March to October. Then I think the times are a little bit different. I think they just do it 2 times a day. It was cute. I wouldn't say rush to see it, but it was very cute. It was 5 minutes of the movement and all that, the little show, and then wait a few minutes, don't leave when you think it's done, because at the very end, the cuckoo does cuckoo. At the very end, there's a little wings flap, so that was kind of fun. Good little activity. And you got nothing else planned? Okay, let's keep walking around. Then we went over to a restaurant called Mayeschken. It was an upscale vegetarian restaurant with minimal modern decor, and the food was absolutely fantastic. We were looking for a lighter lunch, not something super heavy. Okay, it seems to be opening up again, so we are ready to go. gonna hop in an Uber over to the Oktoberfest. Ready?
Yes.
I may be a little excited because I did just get a compliment from a German lady saying that my dirndl was very pretty and looked very nice on me. So that always makes me happy. So it's delayed a tiny bit more, but it does seem like we should be going. So we are getting, well, Jack got a Prosecco and I am doing some tea before we...
In the water.
And a water to hydrate as we wait to go into Oktoberfest. We're pushed another 30 minutes, but seems like we're gonna make it in. We're going in! Yay!
Let's go.
Okay, so there's a bit of a line to get in, and apparently this is not normal. But you know, this is what happens when you're closed in the morning. So apparently this entrance is not normal. This is more like the very first day of Oktoberfest by how crowded it is, but since it was closed all day, it was obviously very busy once they did finally open. As we head in, let's learn a little bit about this area and Oktoberfest in general. This statue here was added in 1850 as the Bavarian statue of the festival. The statue is a woman holding a wreath of victory in her left hand and a sword in her right, with a majestic lion sitting loyally beside her. It stands 61 feet tall, and for a small fee you can climb up the 66 steps up to the crown and enjoy the views from the grounds. Since we got here so much later than originally planned, we didn't unfortunately end up climbing up. We made it in! Yay! Let's go! Come on!
To Paulaner.
We're in! Yay! Here we go! We're heading in! Yay!
Holy shit!
Nice! Perfect! That's impressive. Yeah, thank you. Now, since it's decently loud in this beer hall and there's a little bit too much copyright music, let's learn a little bit about the Oktoberfest. In 1810, the first Oktoberfest was held in honor of the marriage of Bavarian Crown Prince Ludwig to Princess Theresian von Sachsen-Hildburghausen. I will note that name below, and I am so sorry if I butchered it. But the festival began in October 12th of 1810, and it went until the 17th, ending with a horse race. The festivities were held in the field in front of the city gates, and the field was named Theresienwiesen, otherwise known as Theresienfield, in honor of the crown princess. The following year, locals repeated the celebrations, shortened the name to Wiesen, and moved it forward into September to take advantage of better weather. Oktoberfest began over 200 years ago, and it is celebrated every year, with only a few exceptions. It was canceled during both World Wars, 2 cholera outbreaks, Napoleon's invasion of Bavaria, the hyperinflation of the 1920s, as well as a few years ago when COVID happened. The tent construction begins in June, with each big 14 tents taking a minimum of 3 months to complete. And beer is served 10 a.m. to 10:30 Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, as well as holidays, it opens at 9. The last day of Oktoberfest is a national holiday in Germany. About 6.5 million people attended in 2025. Like I said previously, there is a total of 14 big tents. We were in the Paulaner one. It is a very distinctive tent with a large, towering, and rotating beer mug just outside the front door. Inside, it holds 8,450 people, and if the weather is nice, you can also hold another 2,450 people outside. It's considered the most versatile tent with good food, sometimes celebrities, and a radio station reporting live from it as well. One big thing to note is make sure that you have cash. They do not accept credit cards. So if you don't get tokens for food and drinks like we had, or if you just want some more food or drinks, here's a few breakdowns of some of the prices as of 2025. The liter of beer is 13 euros, a liter of water is 11 euros, a liter of lemonade is 12 euros, soft drinks start at 9 euros and go up from there. Chicken, which is your baseline for food, starts at 15 euros and then goes up from there. Pretzels are 15 euros. And those beers, they are liter beers. That is the only size that they have, which is 33.8 ounces. So it's a lot of beer. We got 2 of them. One other thing to note is we spent a good amount on our outfits. They're not cheap. For example, women dresses, the drindles, they start at around 200 euros each and they go up from there. And the shirts start around 80 euros. The men's lederhosen, they start around $150, $200. And please, whatever you do, just don't show up in fake costume versions. It's poor taste and unacceptable and just looked down upon. You're better off just not wearing the traditional outfits and just wearing your normal attire. Hope you've enjoyed this video so far. If you have or you found it helpful, we'd love it if you'd like it and subscribe. It just means so much to us. And if you can take a guess on what song I'm singing here and leave it in the comments, we'd love to know if you're right. We finished up in the tent. At this point, it was decently late. Walked around the outside just a little bit. Honestly, would have loved to have spent more time on the outdoor area, but it was a little late, so we didn't really get to. We stopped at 1 or 2 shops and then headed back to our hotel.
How do you have a beer and do this thing? That is my whole question. Like, I can drink, but then that's another level.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's the next day. We did not film a recap last night.
We got back at like 11-ish and had 2 of those very large beers each, and we have an early flight this morning.
So we were supposed to take we were going to do the lunch experience. You can either do lunch or dinner in the tents. But while we were there, they dealt with a significant incident which closed Oktoberfest for most of the day. However, they did honor our tickets for at night, so we did go at night. But it limited us to experiencing the outside area of Oktoberfest.
Yeah, just because we had to fly out the next morning, so we couldn't like hang out for too long. But I was surprised on how many like rides and stuff there was outside. I knew there was some, but there was a lot more than I had expected. And it was kind of like a massive party inside, which that I kind of expected.
So let's start with the facts. First, you don't need a ticket to get an Oktoberfest. Now, they do have reserved sections within the different tents that you can buy tickets for, and those come with tickets for food and then tokens for beer. However, you still have to pay a service charge every time, which was 3 euros when we were there, and then you were supposed to tip as well. So roughly every beer was 5 euros additional on top of your ticket price. Same with food. But you got 2 beers. They're huge beers. You've seen the pictures. They're giant. They do carry them like you see in the TikToks and Instagram posts. Yes, 100%. The tent is a giant party.
Yes.
Like literally just a giant party.
I did read that like lunch is a little less party and like you could have more kids and stuff when it's like lunchtime. Like it's not quite as crazy as dinner, but we only experienced dinner time.
But it was an amazing experience. It is definitely, if I had done this in my 20s, I would have had even more fun and stayed out even later and enjoyed it. However, with an early flight, we just basically did the tent experience and then walked through the festival to the end.
And there was food and stuff in the outside spot, so it wasn't just rides. So there was a bunch of stuff. You could literally spend the day outside as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of flights, though.
Yeah, but we have to end it really quick because we're about to go jump on one of the coolest planes that has been built. Is the full double-decker, the A380. We will be flying business class home, so Emma's happy there. I did upgrade Emma. But we'll be flying business class on Lufthansa A380. Really, the only reason I wanted to take this plane is because it goes to Denver for a couple months a year, and I've never been on one, so I'm super excited to fly it.
And I think we're on the top part of the double-decker,
Yes,
which is way more fun.
We're definitely on the top part.
Okay, so thanks so much for watching. Till next time, get out and live a little. Bye, guys!